in the previous episode. Ah! Go on. Ah! Shitting hell. Fuck off. Ah! Oh, no. I've got it. Get it. Okay, so we now know where the shard is. Howdy. Welcome back to Amnesia, a custom story with great work. Okay, we're on the hunt for... Is this going to take me into that same dead-end room? Or am I going to be going in for a different exit? Or entry, whatever. It's been a long day. Ooh. Okay. Ahaha! Samuel. 22nd of April, 1704. I've done everything I possibly can. Though I've managed to seal the chamber below the library, my attackers are convinced that I perished there to make it so. And everything has gone forward to lend evidence to the fact. My estate is passed on to a private investor who will help me continue living here in secrecy. Though I may be able to risk a few short excursions, I will have to live out my life here, protecting my shard. I'm not sure what else I can do at this point. My instrument in Dartmouth is capable of repairing the orb, but with only one shard in my possession, it is useless. 4 shards are in my enemy's possession, and 1 is still unaccounted for. I'm outnumbered and overpowered. My only hope is to stay 1 step ahead of them. They are searching for the last shard. If I can find it first, I may have a chance. I cannot let them have their way with it. I now know that it is the Philosopher's Stone, and should not be trifled with. I have to stop them before they claim countless lives, either by their own hand or the shadows. Okay, so maybe the shard that is missing or unaccounted for is the one that's now embedded in my frickin' stomach. Hello? Huh? Ooh. Oil? Huh. Is there? Ooh. Lovely. Where is he? Why are these chests scattered? Get the fuck open it! Uh-oh. Come on, then. Climb it, you fuck. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back. Oh, shit. Woo! What? You know what? Why is that? Oh, what the fuck? I've let myself in! Ah! The address of the library wasn't far, but it started storming on my way. I constantly looked over my shoulder, but nothing seemed to be following me. Even so, I ran and ran all the way across London, never stopping. Even when the cold rain and exhaustion made my legs scream in pain. Chapter 3. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that... I won't lie, that was really, really weird. How... I went in that door, opened the chest, and there was nothing in it. I do a loop, go back down, and then it's glowing in the open box. Huh. Okay, anyway, we have the orb. 2 pieces of orb. One is in my stomach. And one is just in a bag in my satchel. What the fuck? Okay, so where the shard is? Yeah, we know. Okay. Tense times, people. Tense. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, so I know, well, we're in London, but I have no idea where exactly. Whose house are we in? Oh, it's a library, is it? Is that what it said? Yeah. The Heart-Lib Circle. At its nexus, it was an association of personal friends. Hartlib and Jury were the 2 key figures. Comenius, despite their best efforts, always remained a cause they were supporting rather than a fellow coordinator. Around them were Hubner, Hack, Pell, Marion, Ruliz, Houghton, Apellius, later to be joined by Sadler, Culpeper, Worsley, Boyle, and Clodius. What a bunch of names. But as soon as one looks any further than this from the centre, the lines of communication begin to branch and cross, threading their way into the entire intellectual community of Europe and America. This is a circle with a definable centre, but an almost infinitely extendable periphery. Okay. Good to know. I don't like you. Okay, anything on these shelves? Anything shining at me? Like a key? Oop. Okay, so that's one room done. I don't like it. Nope. Ooh. Okay. Progressing steadily. Too much drama at the moment. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Hartlib's death. Hartlib died in 1662 in poverty. Close friends reported that he had lost his pension and severed contact with many of his correspondents as the Restoration began. By the end of his life, the Hartlib circle had dissolved and he was living in seclusion. Though his official date of death on the 10th of March, others had suggested a later date. No official funeral was held, nor was a body buried. Hartlib never married and had no children. His properties were put up for auction and bought by a private investor. Little bit of history there about Hartlib. I'm sure at some point, that knowledge, little snippet of history, might come in handy. Piss. Okay, why can't I run? Am I running? Yeah, I am. Okay. Okay, books, listen up. I don't like you, you don't like me. But let's just try and get along. Stop trying to scare me. Next. Any more history lessons? Aha! Yes! The Great Work. Geber? Geber has been noted as one of the first alchemists to theorize the possibility of metal transmutation. His complete work, the 112 books, have served as a guide for many notable alchemists, past and present. Among them is outlined the description of the Philosopher's Stone, believed to be the catalyst for completing the great work. What's that noise? Sounds like footsteps. The work itself composes the three main goals of modern alchemy. That is the transmutation of lead into gold, the creation of a living homunculus, and the attainment of immortality. It's definitely a creaking noise. Sounds like footsteps. Okay, didn't like that. Ooh. Okay. Let's save some of that. Put that on. Samuel, 1700. 18th of November. It pains me to seal the clock so soon after its completion, but I had no choice. I thought I had escaped from the college, but I should have known it was only a matter of time until they found me. I was forced to use all of my alkahest to fight the monsters off, searing their flesh, leaving none left to carry out my plan. I knew the monsters would return to break into the vault below, so I had no choice but to seal it. I also dressed one of the dead monsters in my clothes and hacked it to pieces. It may not be enough to fool them, but there is little else I can do. Even if by chance they break through my barriers, I thankfully have other means of defence. My guardians are not all powerful, but they should slow the monster's progress. What guardians? Was that one of the guardian angels that greeted me on my way in? Is that what you're saying, Samuel? Is that what you're saying? I'm so glad I checked that. Any more history lessons? Nope. Okay. Something has tried to break in. Okay, so there was a locked door up here, wasn't there? Clearly not that one. Whoop! Ha 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 ha! Okay. What have we got going on in here, huh? Oh. I can't even read it. Mysteries, we'll call it. Can't read the bloody text. Scholars are divided on the origin of these practitioners, as their temples are spread all across Europe. Most prominent among the theories are that the religion sprung from the early Persian or Zoroastrian religions. Few materials survived from the early centuries, and they held no public ceremonies. Instead, offering to worship inside their many of these worship inside their temples. Many of these temples, sunken below the ground and windowless, remain hidden to this day. Their rituals concentrated on sacred religious icons. Their materials are unclear about their exact shape. Okay, so there's what? Oh, hello. Hell no. Get out the way! I've forgotten how to push. God damn it! Right, I'll cut to where I get a bit of success. Yeah, let's rock it. Let's rock it. Come on. I'm in. Come on. Okay. How do I get that open? Wow. Very grand. The long clock. With the help of the great engineers of the Circle, my greatest creation has been realised. I've built a clock that ticks but once a year. The first dial advances at midnight on December the 31st. The second dial advances at the beginning of the new century. This clock will keep time accurately for the next 10,000 years. I have built it not to record what regular people perceive as time, but what the universe perceives, deep time. This clock will continue to tick after I have died, after my family has disappeared from existence and civilizations have risen and fallen. Buried beneath the library, The gears have been crafted from the finest metals to resist corrosion over the centuries. The steam system is pressurized by weights, by the weights of the drivers, which must be wound for the clock to display the proper time. When the drivers are raised, the clock is wound, and the gears will adjust the clock to display the current year, regardless of how long it has been unwound. Okay. Okay. So I've got some winding to do, have I? Yeah, I thought as much. Okay. But now what do I do? I appear to be stuck. Yeah, of course you were going to run out. Okay. Okay. Can't see shit. Now I can. Okay. Downwards we go. Next time. Cool, we're advancing very nicely. Getting a bit of history thrown in for free. Cool. This custom story is really cool. Not kind of cheap jump scares all over the place, but a good story. A good story, good atmosphere. Like it. Cool. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will simply see you next time. Until then, ciao for now.